The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We have the Dow Industrials right now up 15. You get the NASDAQ up 14. S&Ps are up 7.5. We have the gold contract down 70 cents at $12.87. Silver is up 9 cents, $17.51 an ounce. Copper is the number, folks. Copper finally got a nice bid underneath it. We're at 210 right now. It looks like it wants to run to the 235 level. That's the high of the consolidation it's in. We get the bond market still wanting higher price. You have the 10-year up 1 tick, 131.26. The 30-year up 9 ticks, 167.07. And good old King Dollar was down 215 ticks, 94.82. Tom O'Brien, we got Janet Yellen, 2 o'clock today.
Good morning. Good Wednesday morning. Gotta love it.
Gotta love it. It's, you got a little bounce out here, folks. And the market's going to be waiting for the Fed. I'm not quite sure why, because the Fed has been yelling wolf for quite a bit of time right now. But bottom line is that what they say is going to be important. There's no two ways about that.
For sure.
And you know what is also important each and every day, folks? You got to love it. Right here at TFNN, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. This man got the best option show on the planet. Our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks. Broadcast every trading day right here, 12 to 1. TD Ameritrade, swim lessons. Kevin, Scott, Cindy, right on your cell phone, folks. TFNN.com. Hit Tiger TV. You're going to get great audio and video. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. How's everybody doing?
We're doing great, man.
Kevin.
Hey, listen, your Chicago Cubs are really doing good, man. Holy cow.
They're on fire, aren't they?
They're on fire, man.
You know, all the free agents, Tom, that they signed and all the deals that they did, the best deal that they did was last year when they got Madden from Tampa Bay.
Yep.
This guy is cool as a cucumber.
He is, man. He is. He's a great guy, man. I know.
Yeah.
And
big fan.
What's cool about Madden, folks, okay, like around here, you can meet Madden. Well, this is cool if you like to drink beers, okay? Madden goes out to regular bars, man. I mean, I've seen him in a regular bar in Tampa, and I'm sure he does in Chicago, because Chicago's a great drinking bar place. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know? Hey,
but he is really, he's got that zen like Phil Jackson brought with the Bulls. He's got that same thing going on with the Cubs.
He does.
But is Janet Yellen going to have any zen today?
No, I'm telling you. This is, I don't want to be, in the marketplace, you always got to pay attention to everything, but you probably heard what I was saying to Tommy at the beginning. I felt like saying, the market's not even going to care about what they said, but the market is. It's just that for so many times, the Fed, her and the governors have come out saying, hey, listen, we are going to have higher rates this year. Well, the market's saying, no, you're not.
Exactly. And go where the money is bet.
Yes.
Right? We always say rhetoric is one thing. Follow the money.
Yeah.
Follow what the /ZQ, the 30-day Fed funds rate. That's where the money's bet.
It is.
That won't lie to you. It could change, but it will never lie to you, because that's where people are betting their money. And, Tom, I've been watching a lot of these numbers right, since the 80s, and it never ceases to amaze me, even though no one thinks. Everyone knows what's about to happen, right?
Yes.
But the market will still react to it in some way, shape, or form. It will happen. It always surprises me, but the market will still react even when she makes the announcement that everyone knows she's going to make.
That's pretty cool. I know. I was just saying, too, man.
Yeah, it's a great point. No,
it is.
Was it the last time she was making a speech, not as a statement, as a meeting, but she was speaking somewhere, and I forget whether we were talking to Kevin, but yeah, we kind of talked about what we thought she'd say, right? And she said it, and then the market reacts.
It did, and that was no one was expecting that one. That was a big one, right? Yeah. That was she was giving a speech at Harvard, right?
Right. Does she change her tone? Does she announce a July press conference? Those are the little things that you're looking for. Does she talk about the British exit.
Yes.
In terms of what that means for the July meeting. And then she's got more data that she can lean on, right? She's got a July payroll number coming at the first week in July that she can look at, and that'll give her another month of data. And then we all start looking now towards the 23rd and the British exit vote. So.
And folks, as Kevin just said, if she ever turns around and says we are going to have a press conference in July, this market is going to freak.
That's a tell. Right?
Yeah, because the way it's set up right now, folks, is that the July one, they call it, basically a non-event when there's not a press conference after the fact. So it's like, okay, there's a meeting, but nothing's going to come of that meeting. Now, the Fed has been saying, no, that's a live meeting, not a dead meeting. That's a live meeting. They've been, they haven't said that in like 3 or 4 weeks, but before that, they always were claiming that, no, that's a live meeting. We can do something there. Yeah.
Right. And Tom, here's the other thing I want you to do. When we're talking about the oil market,
yes,
is in focus today. Go back, and you can do this after we get off the air. Look at a chart of oil the last 3 years, and look at the late June action.
Okay.
There's a big seasonal factor coming on in late June.
I can't wait. I see it.
2 weeks of July, and it's bearish.
It is. I'm putting it up right now when they're talking. Oh, that's so cool, man, because I'm shot at the oil and gas sector right now.
Right.
And it wasn't coming down with enough volume, Kevin. It's wicked. Okay, listen, folks, right here, 12 noon today, right on your cell phone, TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. Kevin, thanks so much. We look forward to the show at noon.
Have a great day, guys.
Okay, stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow's up 67, Nasdaq's up 16, S&P's are up 9.5. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionics, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Tommy O'Brien, we do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 62. You get the NASDAQ up 14. S&Ps are up 8.5. If we go inside the Dow Industrials and we take a look at the strength versus the weakness, strength inside the Dow today is Goldman Sachs is up 1.3%. Got American Express up 1.3, Nike's up 1.3, and JP Morgan is up 1.2. Taken away from it, you get Cisco down 1.5 rather percent. Intel's off 1%. Chevron's down 0.4, and Visa is down 0.2. Inside the NDX 100, what do we have? So inside the NDX 100 right now, the leaders, you get BMRN. This Biomarlin is up 4%. You got Regeneron up 2.4. Bed Bath & Beyond is up 2%. That's a dead dog big time. Akamai is up 1.7. Taken away from it is you get Whole Foods down 3.8. C-Trip is down 2.4. JD.com is down 2. And you got T-Mobile off 1.6. Yeah, so Tom, it's going to be really intriguing coming up to. It's always intriguing coming up to the 2 o'clock statement, you know, with the Fed. And I guess when I start thinking about it, it's going to be like, okay, so what is the verbiage this time? What is the statement going to be, right? Tom? He's going to be here. I got you?
Oh, are you there?
That's a beautiful thing, yeah.
Oh, sorry. I muted myself by accident. Yeah, I was just going to say, we all kind of have an idea of what she probably wants to say and what she wants the market to hear, right? And,
yes.
And how is she going to say that, and then how is the market going to react to what she says? And,
right.
Of course, she can always come with, you know, a surprise. That it can be a planned surprise, like you were saying, you know, at the meeting and all that. But, yeah, there's always a reaction. No matter how expected what she says is, there's always a reaction.
And just to give you an idea, folks, okay, you know, when Tommy and I talk about it every morning, Kevin was just talking about it, and what he was talking about specifically is the Fed funds future rate. So the probabilities that, and people are trading off of this, well, they're putting money on it, okay? The probabilities.
I'd say, just to put it in a different way, you know, they're not trading off it. That probability is based off of trading.
Yes, thank you.
Which, you know what
exactly.
I mean? So there you go.
This is trade. This probability that I'm going to give you is off the amount of money that's traded, right? So in July, there's an 18% probability of a hike. September 21st, 32%. November 2nd, 35%. December 14th, 49%. In February of 2017, 51%. So,
hey, how about that, though? Were we above 50 in February?
We weren't. Yes, they were at 49.
I thought everyone was under 50%.
It was. That was at 49. So we'll, and this afternoon, I'll go over these numbers again, because these numbers will change. You
should take you should save that screen.
A snapshot. I'll send it to you right now. That's awesome. Yeah, I will.
Totally.
Yeah. You know, so it's going to make a difference. Now, if we look at the world rates right now, folks, this is where, you know, they continue to say that, yes, they want to go up. But what you do have out here is that in the whole world, if we take a look at the 10-year, right now, we're at 1.608. And that is still so much higher than everyone else. France is at 0.4%. Germany is negative. Germany went negative. So they either went negative yesterday or today. Negative.
Yeah. Wild.
Isn't that amazing?
It is.
I know. The Spain, who's broke, is 1.5%. So they're less than us, but yet they're broke. Okay.
Right.
Portugal is broke, and that's at 3%. That's a big one. Forget Switzerland. Switzerland, man, you got to just give them all your money. So Switzerland, folks, Switzerland, you have to pay 0.5% to give Switzerland your money for 10 years. That's unbelievable, man.
It is.
You know?
And it is. We're living in a new world, man.
We
totally.
are. We are. And, you know, when I really wrap my head around it, it's like, well, what's gonna make that change? You know, like, what actually is going to make that change? And I think the central bankers are trying to figure that out themselves.
Sure.
You know, because I'm sure that they didn't. No, they. If you listen to Draghi, they did not think that would happen. You know, that's for sure. They weren't looking. None of them are looking for negative rates. Pretty wild. So let's go.
I was just going to say, so what's going on with oil this morning? I saw it's down big, and you were saying maybe you're short.
It's pretty cool. So the oil market itself, folks, we've traded to 47. Let me make sure I got the right contract up here. One second. And we have. Oh, that's right. This is going to be good. These numbers are coming out at 10:30. So right now.
That's right. I said that, not even realizing that. Perfect.
Yeah. Right now we're at 48.38. We've traded to 48.11, and your swing point. Yes, it broke the swing, and 48.21 is the swing. Let me just see this intraday, and you get some juice down there. You know, so this this oil number 1030 is going to be important. But the way that this looks right now is that it looks like we very well could get lower prices, because this morning at 48.11, we have a high volume swing there. Let me pull this back just a little bit so I can really see. Yeah, it is. There's 3,000 contracts down at the bottom. We're doing a counter trend bounce. The last counter trend bounce when we got to 48.42 was 2,000 contracts, and we're just doing we're doing another one right now. So this is going to be intriguing as to exactly how these numbers come out, because there's no doubt that the oil contract itself, that was a huge run, you know. So
yes,
this you know,
amazing, right?
This can just be a normal counter trend bounce, folks. It doesn't.
Oh, for sure. I would agree. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be the crash scenario that oil had when it went down to the $27.
So you say it could be a counter trend retracement?
Yeah, right. Well, it could just be a retracement.
What's the counter trend bounce?
Not even, yeah.
Counter trend retracement in a longer term, like still up?
Yeah, still up. Yeah,
okay,
right. You know, I mean, because we went. So if we do from the highs to the lows right now, what you're going to see is that we're not even at a 0.382 retracement. A 0.382 retracement, which is a normal retracement, even markets that want to go high, would be $44.64.
Sure, yeah.
You know, so, I mean, because this contract here, now, oil had hit a low, folks, of $27.50. But what happens is that we're in the August contract now. So when that was trading, that low for the August contract was $32.22. So so when you hear these different numbers, that's why those numbers are different. You know.
Cool.
So
jumping subjects a little bit, but I had been reading earlier this morning about an article on CNBC just talking about Facebook, and they were talking about one of their vice presidents Vice President for Facebook in Europe, Nicole Mendelsohn, and she was talking about that she sees Facebook being almost all video within 5 years.
That's cool.
I don't know. I saw the headline popping up again in my head. They had, in the span of a year, they went from 1 billion views to 8 billion.
I gotta love it. You stay right there. Tommy and I are coming right back, folks. Dow is up 49, Nasdaq's up 8, S&P's up 6.5. We're gonna be right back.
Today, many commodities are trading at relative lows. And now you can take advantage with Everbank's new limited time, 5-year, market-safe currency comeback CD. This indexed and U.S. dollar-denominated CD offers 100% principal protection and is based on the equally rated performance of currencies of Australia, Canada, Chile, Mexico, and South Africa. These 5 countries are especially rich in commodities, and their respective currencies are poised to do well should commodity prices begin to recover. Keep in mind that no APY, or periodic rate of interest, is paid on the CD. Don't miss out on this innovative new financial opportunity. CDs must be opened and funded by the upcoming July 14th deadline. To apply online and learn more about the CD, including product terms and disclosures, visit everbank.com/TFNN now.
This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a member FDIC.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow is up 55, NASDAQ's up 9, S&Ps are up 750. Oil numbers came out. We'll go over those. Oil just went from $47 to $48.41 right now. And let's go see what they're saying about these numbers. CL. Okay. Bingo. Oil inventories fell 933,000 barrels, EIA said. And I'm not sure what the perception is yet. CRB. Let's get this. So, okay, so U.S. crude imports fell 83,000 barrels last week. The inventories rose 945,000. U.S. gasoline demand rose 194,000. Distillates rose 241,000.
I'm trying to look up as well the estimates. I think they're...
Oh, there it is. So I have crude. It looks like the estimate was that minus 325,000. They only got minus 933.
Okay, I think you're talking in millions. Can you say those numbers to me?
Yeah, it says minus 2,332K.
No. Okay, that's minus 2.3 million barrels.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we got minus 933K.
Yes, there were 1.4 million more barrels. Is that what? And the price shot up? Yeah.
That would be it. Yeah. That would be it. So if we take a look at that, 48.35. This is probably where it was just trading this morning, actually. It's a nice bar, though.
Yeah, it's a big move for sure.
48. Yeah. Well, actually, the high of today though is 48.82. It's pretty wild. I see what's going on. You know what's going on. Okay, so folks, if you're trading the Nadex product, they're on July's.
Okay,
that's what's going on. I'm on August right now. So
there you go.
Yeah, that's what's happening here.
Okay.
Yeah, 48.24. We're dealing with. If we go over to the Let's just take a look at the USO for a second. So if you're watching the screen, doesn't look like it's going to hold, man. Yeah, the USO, even the USO, this is intriguing, man. So the USO, folks, is the ETF for the oil, and you know it popped pretty good. It popped from 1157 to 1167, but it's still in the negative. So, you know, this still hasn't got back to the highs of today, Tommy.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, it is. It's, you know, so that's going to be, you know, it's going to be problematic, folks. Okay, so oil went down first, got back up to right where it started from today. That's what we have happening right now. That's in both of these contracts. Because here I can pull up I'll pull this contract over so you can see how this thing is shaking out and make this thing a little bit bigger. Whoops. Yeah, so this morning the high was the 48.24 and we're at 48.34. So you're 10 cents over the high from this morning. Yeah, we'll see where that shakes out, but right now that's where we stand. If we go take a look at the oil and gas equities, see if it's done anything to the marketplace. The XLE right now is up 10 cents, and that caught a bid. You know, it had been down. So when these numbers came out, well, the low of today is 66.49. You're at 67.30. That's going to need more than that too. So the next move is good old Janet Yellen. So we go from oil, we go to Janet Yellen, and then bottom line, we're going to have natural gas numbers tomorrow. Natural gas has been getting a good bid also. Natural gas, let's see, where is she? Yeah, 267. Yeah, that's quite a move natural gas have had. You know, the natural gas, folks, like 2 weeks ago was trading at 221, and it's $10,000 a point. So that's a 40-cent move is $4,000. Pretty intense.
For sure.
Yeah, totally. So let's go take a look at the XAU, the HUI. XAU right now, what's intriguing here is that the gold contract is not up, folks. It's flat, but yet the equities have a bid underneath them again. So this is good. These equities are going to react to the statement with Janet Yellen. So the XAU is at $90.05, and the high is 93.66. Looks to me like it's going to go after that high. That's the XAU. The gold bugs index is trading at 226. And that actually went to a new high on Monday at 241. The high that we're still dealing with, though, that it had got over the high of May 2nd, had lighter volume, back down, and now this run is continuing again. So it's 236.23. That's the number you want to watch.
You know, I'm just, of course, I'm on CNBC a decent amount, just on the website, seeing what's going on.
Yes.
And their most popular story right now trending is U.S. bond yields could soon go negative, strategist. So it's just interesting. We're not the only ones talking about it, right? And it is amazing where now they're even, you know, not that rates are going lower. Guess what? Now the talk is, could U.S. bond yields go negative? Pretty cool.
Yeah, and you know what? I thought, you know, the first time that Janet Yellen hadn't mentioned it, what happened is that she got a question. She got a question 6 weeks ago about this, right? And the question was, you know, is the Fed ready for, you know, negative rates? And she said, well, I don't think that's going to happen, but we have been looking at it and studying it.
Right.
You know, and, you know, the longer that this keeps going on, meaning that bonds just keep going higher, and then looking at the rest of the world that they're negative, it's like, if I wasn't even into technical trading, it would be like, yeah, you know, guess what? Common sense, folks, it can happen. You know, it's on the table here. Do you know what I mean? It's like, wow.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. So, and that implication there, I'm even trying to figure out, you know, like I'm driving in the car yesterday after the markets closed. Well, this is about 6 or 7 o'clock at night. And what happens on Bloomberg first, they get first word folks from Asia when Asia's open it up. And depending on what analysts you put on, everyone seems to, not everyone, but plenty of people put politics inside their calls at the same time, right? And so this guy here, on a continual basis, was saying how bad everything is. And I'm saying to myself, man, I'm looking around, and I'm thinking of, you know, where you live, where I live, and I'm thinking of Boston, I'm thinking of New York, I'm saying to myself, what, you know, I don't see an economy that is going down the tubes. And I'm looking at a market that, you know, went from, you know, 666 in the S&P to 2100. And I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, the asset prices are up. You know, people have jobs. Like, why are we going to negative rates? You know what I mean?
I agree.
Stay right there. Tommy and I are coming right back, folks. Dow right now is up 63. Nasdaq's up 13. S&Ps are up 8. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials right now up 62. You get the Nasdaq up 13. S&Ps are up 4. We go take a look inside the NDX. So the NDX 100, folks, right now is having a struggling. It's struggling pretty good, too. Whole Foods is down 4.3%. You got JD off 2.4. T-Mobile is down 1.9, and Cisco is off 1.48. Let's just take a look at this and see what we're doing here. So NQU6. Okay, so we're at 44.22. It made it over the high of yesterday, which is 44.32, and it just can't hold price. If we take a look at the 3 Qs, hey, we'll see where this shakes out. But if this is all it has, this is going to be big trouble, because the Qs should have been able to bounce to like 108.56. Well, they got to 108.37, I guess. So it's not that, because what I'm expecting we're going to shake out here, folks, it's going to be a B to a C of an ABC structure on the way down. That's kind of how it's looking. And one of there's a couple of different reasons, but one of the reasons, those airlines have already hit the October 2014 lows. So the airlines are giving us a heads up that, guess what, lower prices are coming at us. So it's going to be wild watching this whole thing shake out, man.
It is, and I was just looking at oil. I mean, oil is almost pulling back. It's already back 48.20, right? I mean, that was all the way up to 48.60 off that news. So
Look at that.
Ends up. Yeah.
It is. They just gave it up. It's back inside the range. So, you know, the high was last night at 4 o'clock this morning, 4:35 this morning, and it just came back right inside it. Some of the higher volume stocks out here. Let's see what we got. Twitter's up 77 cents. Freeport-McMoran's up 84. Oh, that's quite a take on Freeport-McMoran. Let's see what's going on with FCX. Oh, this is going to be about copper. I got it. Okay. So that caught a bid. SCCO. We'll go look at this copper market. SCCO caught a bid. Okay, so let's go over to the copper market. So this is where commodities come into play again, folks, because what had happened is that the copper market not only was a laggard, that is only one of the only commodities that did not catch a bid, you know, the last few weeks. And it's got a bid now. It rejected, it's a low of this. You know, it's been in this range. The bottom of that range is the $2, and the top of that range is the $2.32. And it looks like, guess what? Now we're going to run to the top of that range. So.
Hey, so just talking about that Facebook article I was talking about. So it's always interesting, of course. We're big on video.
Right.
Now, if anyone's watching Tiger TV, we have a few glitches we're fighting through this morning. You know, live video in HD. We're dealing with all of that. But it's so the Facebook deal, it's just amazing where just even talk about that, where they see Facebook being almost all video in 5 years, and you can see how technology-wise that the Internet's about to change again, you know, with this video deal. And I just saw, I'm not sure if people are familiar, I'm not sure if you've seen it. So last week, for the first time, I saw Mark Zuckerberg posted on Facebook something called 360-degree pictures.
Okay.
So what it is imagine you take your phone in front of your face, and you have a picture of, let's say, the first one I happened to see was the Supreme Court, the chamber, the whole court, like, you know, the lay of the land.
Yes.
So they have a picture in front of you, and you're standing there, and you're looking at your phone, and you have to physically move your phone. So you move your phone left, and it looks left in the room, and you move your phone right, and it looks right in the room.
Really?
And so literally, the first thing it made me think of is it's the first glimpse of the virtual reality technology that, you know, you actually feel like you're in the room. Like, I want to look at what's behind me. Well, guess what I have to do? I have to take my phone and literally point it behind me, and then it shows me. You see what I'm saying? So it's amazing when that was just launched last week. They're talking about this week. Everything's about to change in terms of, I think, the technology that we see.
Let me just get this right. So you're on the internet, or you're on Facebook.
This is Facebook.
You're on Facebook.
Facebook is becoming the internet. I know it's confusing.
Right, no, that's right. So you go into a room, right? And then
Okay. There's no rooms, no. It's just people post it, right? So Mark Zuckerberg posted a picture.
Okay.
But we're going to redefine what a picture is. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's called a 360-degree picture. So, you know, mobile's everything to Facebook. So I don't know how this would work on a desktop because you can't pick up your computer and move it left and right, right? But with your phone, you're looking at it, and if you want to look, I want to see what's further to the left of what I'm looking at. Well, you just move your phone to the left. Like, imagine if the camera on the back side of your phone was really looking at the room. You know, you look left and it's going to see further left. You look right. It was a cool deal the first time I saw it, and I think they launched it with a couple cool pictures, as in it was the Supreme Court, where wow, you know, you just get to see the whole lay of the court. And then the next one I think was maybe like an aerial New York City view, where you could just scan the entire city, look left, look right.
That is so cool.
Some cool stuff, man. It is. Next time, if you and anybody out there, just Google 360-degree picture Facebook, and I'm sure you can find some cool talks.
And you know, depending, folks. Okay, bottom line is that cars right now have a 360-degree view, and that is really safe. You know.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. And I suspect all cars will probably have it in a couple years, right? I mean, cameras.
It's all going there.
It's
right?
all going. Cameras are inexpensive, and you know, bottom line is that you know, it's a safety feature that's pretty amazing, actually.
Well, and you can see we talked about it when we both happened to go into new leases recently.
Right.
It's so safe, and this technology is making things so safe that what happened to us, right? Both of us got a new lease, so you have a 3-year newer car. You go to get your insurance, and what do they tell you? It's going to be cheaper for your brand new car because this one's so safe with the technology that they've added.
Right.
And that's verbatim from what the insurance company is saying. So with that in mind, yeah, you know, these aren't just, you know, kind of like bells and whistles and luxury add-ons. They are a legitimate safety deal that the whole industry, I'm sure, is in a race to get there.
They are. There's no doubt, folks. And what? Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. It's really cool.
That's right. You know, it's just, you know, we're jumping around a little bit, but that deal, and they said they went from I believe it was 1 billion views, a year ago, to 8 billion views this year. So amazing.
It makes sense too. It's
right.
Yeah,
I agree.
Why not? You know, everything's video and talking, and you don't. You know, you basically.
Right. So that's why I thought of that, and instantly brought me back to the 360-degree picture, because everything is 360 degrees in our life too. So you can see how it's. You know what I mean? Like right away, I was like, wow, that's virtual reality. So that's where all the pictures are going to go.
Yes.
And then everything's going to be video. Who needs pictures anymore when you can just take a video of everything? For sure.
And Facebook owns Oculus, right? Is that the one?
Do, exactly. They do. And that's where you can see that they are maybe just introducing this a little bit right now, but right away I was like, wow, this is cool, and I can't imagine how much cooler it would be if you had one of those headsets on where you're fully immersed. As you tilt your head, you're seeing that stuff, you know?
I know, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait to buy real estate like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it could apply to every single aspect of our life.
You know what's so cool is that the internet has made the real estate buying totally different anyway. Google, you know, now that just ups the game even more. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Beautiful thing. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. And, of course, coming up next, we got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, Garrell and Froward, TD Ameritrade, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. We'll be back. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. 2 o'clock. Yellen's going to be yapping. We're going to be right back, folks.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, swim lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. So we get the Dow up 61, Nasdaq up 17, S&Ps are up 7.5. And bottom line is that it looks like this market is going to sit here until 2 o'clock. Sit here and see what they have to say, what they're going to come up with, all of the above, you know?
Yeah, I would agree. 3 hours till countdown, too.
Yeah, isn't it funny? You know, you get summer trading. So let's see. Today is Wednesday, right? So what we do have, folks, Mondays and Fridays, you know, bottom line, you can expect, you know, contracted volume. Doesn't mean that the market won't move, but most of the time you're going to move with contracted volume. So Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, this is when the market has a chance to really get some action going. And, you know, we'll see how this shakes out today. There's that oil number did come out, and looks like, let's see.
Yeah, oil settled right back at that 48.20 for about 15 minutes now.
Wild, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's an indication that it still wants to pull back, because fundamentally those were decent numbers, you know.
Right.
And, you know, and you're in, you know, people drive more in the summer, you know, they use more gasoline. You know, that's if in fact we're using more gasoline. Because you know what I was thinking too, Tom, is that when I was even talking with Andy, there's so many more people, folks, that, you know, there's movement back to cities across the country. And I'm talking about even cities and small towns. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, that in itself, you know, one person moves closer to a town, another person. So the more that someone doesn't get in their car, well, just like you're going all along the bay with your bike every day, right? That's, you know.
It is, but I'm not a good example. I drive 45 minutes most of the time to go to work and then home.
Yeah,
the same.
Right. But, you know, once you get home, I'm with you there. Once you get home, though, you drive that bike around, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, so we'll see if, in fact, that's, you know, pushing on it also.
Yeah.
If we take a look at the European...
The other side, just to jump to, of course, the technology again. We're talking about car technology. Same thing with, you know, earnings miles per gallon. In the same way we just talked about. It was interesting looking at, you know, they give you your printout of the new car where it talks about all the features and whatever they call it. You know, the sticker that's always on the window that walks you through everything. And on there, I think it's probably required by federal regulations that they have the miles per gallon. And what was so interesting is I just got mine a couple months ago, and I still have that same printout from 2013.
Okay.
And the miles per gallon on just a little coupe. It was amazing how my car right now in 2016 gets much better mileage than it did in 2013.
Really?
Yeah, really. Big time, too.
That's wild, man.
That kind of blew me away right away, but it makes sense. It does. I mean, you look at, you know, I have that feature that I know your car has now that it can shut itself off at lights.
Yes.
Right? You know, where you're saving gas.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things in there, and so that's a part of it as well, I'm sure.
Yeah, that makes a difference, man. There's no doubt, man.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's amazing. Technology is coming into, I guess it had always been in all parts of the economy, but it's really digging into just about everything now, because it's that whole, they've always talked about the Internet of everything, folks, but because chips have got so small, we're kind of getting to that point now.
Yeah, I agree, right? It's like, your phone is, and that's what, just tying it back to what we talked about in Facebook, right? It's like, that technology only exists because they can fit it into your phone, where you can move your phone around and it's your eyes. It's like, imagine, even with computers, that technology would be useless because you got to pick up your computer and move it around. It's actually only makes sense when you can put that technology in either a headset or a phone. And I'm
buying a new phone as soon as we get off. I'm having trouble with my phone anyway, folks. I am.
All this technology talk. Time to get on top of it. Exactly.
It is. Yeah. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, perfect. It's motivated, man.
Seriously, man. Folks, you stay right there, folks. I'm Mr. Basil Chapman's going to be coming up next, and then swim lessons. Steve Rhodes, Dave White, myself. Thanks, Tommy. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
You too.
Thanks, folks. You stay right there. Basil's coming right up. Dow's up 16, Nasdaq's up 17. S&P's are up 750. Look forward to speaking this afternoon. Wow! Go get them, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.